Will this kill silver and gold once and for all? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure you blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification click, that way you get updated with any new content. Today I wanted to talk about something that I've seen on the various YouTube channels discussing precious metals and CBDCs, also known as central bank digital currencies. And the reason I want to talk about this is because there's a lot of fear, especially amongst stackers, when it comes to this type of monetary system, a central bank digital currency. And one of the things that people are fearful of as it relates to these types of currencies is, let's say, tracking of people's habits, spending, and whatever else it is. Like, a lot of people within the stacking community are very, very fearful of the government following them, and a lot of people like to purchase their precious metals from various local coin shops with cash, so that way their purchases are not tracked. There's another group of people within the stacking community that will talk about EMPs, these electromagnetic pulse type of attacks that could wipe out electronic grids and send systems offline. And what would that do to not just electronic grids, but also when it comes to people needing to get a hold of their money? And so there's a lot of people too that say that these types of currencies are going to kill silver and gold. Now, is that possible? I want to talk to you about this article that was released not too long ago, less than a month ago, August 31st, 2022. And then I want to hop back over here to talk a little bit more about this and what my thoughts are when it comes to CBDCs and silver and gold. In case you're wondering what happened to the Stormtrooper bucket behind me, it's on my desk, so don't be alarmed. But let's talk about central bank digital currencies. I'm going to skip through this top part here. It's a bunch of introductory stuff here, talking about what is a central bank digital currency. I mean, we already know what it is. Okay, it's an electronic form of money. So this is where we want to kind of get into everything here. How safe are central bank digital currencies? Central bank money is a risk-free form of money that is guaranteed by the state, according to the European Central Bank, which expects to introduce a digital euro across its 27 member states by mid-decade. So obviously, any country that is looking to put forward any sort of currency such as this, they're going to try to make everybody calm and relaxed and to accept this new form of currency. Now, a lot of people here in the United States, they are, especially the stacking community, they are very paranoid. They're a very paranoid bunch of people. They don't trust banks. We're talking about a lot of people here in the United States that are firm believers in mattress safes, money under the bed. I'm not one of those people, but I do understand the purpose of a CBDC, but let's get into this a little bit more. Bank of England explains that CBDCs, because they're pegged to a country's national currency, they don't have the volatility of privately issued digital currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. America's central bank, the Fed, says that if it introduced a CBDC, it would be the safest digital asset available to the general public with no associated credit or liquidity risk. I don't know about that, to be honest with you, but let's continue. How do central bank digital currencies work? They're using a cashless system, and you could be paying with CBDCs to pay for things digitally. So we already know that there's a lot of these payment apps. I take a lot of these as a bullion dealer. There's Zelle, there's Venmo, Cash App, Google Pay, Apple Pay. There's so many different currency exchange platforms that people use. Would society benefit from CBDCs? It's fast, easy, and secure. About 1.7 billion adults globally don't have access to a bank account. This is a barrier to reducing poverty by making money easier and safer to access. CBDC could potentially improve financial inclusion. Then I don't understand if you've got these people that don't even have a bank account, 1.7 billion people, they don't have a bank account. But then, so do they have enough money to own some sort of electronic device to transfer electronic funds, that to me doesn't make a lot of sense. How many countries are considering central bank digital currencies? More than 100 countries are exploring CBDCs, according to the Atlantic Council's central bank digital currency tracker. 10 countries have already launched their own digital currency, including Nigeria, Jamaica, and the Caribbean. The Bahamas and the West Indies was the first country in the world to roll out national central bank. All right. What success have these had? In the Bahamas, introducing the sand dollar has made it easier for people to transact money across an otherwise vast archipelago, says Deloitte. The island of Jamaica, which started rolling out its Jamdex digital currency earlier this year, expects savings of about $7 million a year on replacing, storing, and handling cash. Okay, so they're saying there's going to be some sort of savings for the government. I mean, right now, the only thing that I am seeing here is that for the banks, okay, there's going to be a benefit that they don't have to have the cost associated with printing money. So that's going to be one positive thing. But we already have peer-to-peer payment apps. We already have systems in place in which we can transfer money. There's already the use of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So, CBDCs, is there a benefit? I mean, again, if you're saving some cost, I guess there's that benefit, but I don't really see any other benefit right now. And is it going to kill silver and gold? Let's hop back over to the desk. So will CBDCs end up killing silver and gold? No, it's not going to hurt silver and gold. I don't think that there's really going to be an issue. The only issue that I see is if CBDCs are going to replace paper physical currency once and for all. That is the only way I could see that there could be issues, because now if you've taken paper money out of the circulation, you can no longer then just go to your local coin shop, offer them some money for some silver or gold without worrying about the government tracking your transaction. And there's a lot of people that are concerned with the government being able to track their transactions. And I understand. I'm not one of those individuals. I don't really give a rat's behind whether or not the government is tracking my purchases. I really don't have anything to hide. I pay my taxes, so it's not like I'm hiding anything. But, I do see, like, if they get rid of this completely, entirely, then I can see why people would be a little bit nervous. And, that certainly would affect the way in which somebody would purchase silver and gold. But it's not going to kill silver and gold. Silver and gold is still going to be around. People will still be able to, buy and sell it. They'll be able to trade it. CBDCs aren't going to change the value of silver and gold. So I don't think you have really anything to worry about in that regard, but if you are fearful, then obviously have at it. Start, socking away as much silver and gold as you can before the government comes tracking you down and to take your silver and gold. And, but I really don't think you have anything to worry about. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. Do you think there is any sort of fear or danger in which people are going to face when it comes to silver and gold? Let me know in the comments below.